Hello again. Well, this is my entry into the Kix Picks 100 giveaway. Kix Picks has got 100 subscribers, and he's doing a giveaway. And you can do several things, and one of the things you can do is talk about your favourite pick and why. Um, Now I've got a whole load of picks out here. I'm just going to quickly go through them. This is the first pick that I actually made, and it's I call it the Bic pick. It's in a Bic pen, but it's a wiper insert, and it was a Bogota. It broke. It's got a little area here which is pitted both sides, and so it could break there. And I'm a bit delicate with it. It's one of my favourite picks because it's my first pick, as it were. This is a Lock Cowboy pick. It's my first bought pick, and it's been quite a reasonable pick actually. It's not too bad. Um, this is a hacksaw blade and one that I made, and again it was one that got broken, and I turned it into this very shallow hook. I like this one; it works very well for me, but I don't know what it's called. Is it the shank is a bit too thick, so I'm a bit suspect about that. This is an old putty knife that was my granddad's, and I turned it into another shallow hook. I do tend to favour this shallow hook affair, but again, this is shank is a bit too wide, and so I'm a bit sort of I don't use it that often, but it does pick the odd lock. This is a multi pick and shallow hook again, and as you can see, it got broken. Now then, I didn't like this hook or pick because of the handle being too short, but it has picked a lot of locks. I mean, it's been a really good. It's helped me a lot, this pick. So I think I'm going to have to replace that. I replaced it initially with this Law Lock Tools pick. This was a deep hook, and I've very much I've chopped it down. I'm going to chop it down a bit more actually. I think it's a bit wide on the shank, so I might do something with that. But it's fairly thin, so I'm a bit I'll have to sort of be very gentle with all this. Be careful, otherwise that'll just break as well. And then this is the pick that I won from DMAC. It's a Nessie. It's got sort of a humpy backy bit here, and it's got the Nessie part, and it's got a little hook there. I tend not to use it really very much. I have used it. I haven't been successful with it. I don't know why, and but I'm going to do use it occasionally. But it's a special pick because I won it, and it's a beautiful pick. Actually, it's lovely to hold. I mean, if this pick was the same as this, or this pick was the same as this, let's put it that way, the shallow hook and this handle, that would be my favorite pick by a long way. I'm not very happy with this pick, this Door Lock Tools one, because the actual edges of this handle are well sharp, and I'm going to have to round that off. I find that a bit weird. Why would you have to round off a handle? It's I mean, it's not an expensive pick, is it? I mean, they're about fiver. I mean, it's not exactly huge expensive, but actually it's a bit more than a fiver, I think. About a fiver though, and well, I don't know, people really rave about these, but actually I'm not very keen on the shape of the handle, and it doesn't fit my hand very well. I just find it a bit weird really. Anyway, I'll have to work on it, and I don't want to have to do that. But when I talk about picks and think about picks, particularly when I think about picks, actually what I'm thinking of are these. These are the picks. This is the tension tool, and this is the pick, and that's what I think about. Now, when I was a lad, we lived abroad, and we used to come over back to England and stay with my grandparents for a holiday or something, and then and my granddad had a set of skeleton keys. I don't know what. Don't ask. And anyway, I wish I had those skeleton keys. So he gave them to a friend, I think. But anyway, and that's basically what they look like. I mean, they were pieces of wire that had been fashioned on the end, and they had a sort of the end of the wire had a sort of a ring on them, and they were fitted onto a sort of like a bigger ring, you know, like a big key ring. And there was a whole load of different ones. And I whether he'd made them or I think what happened was that he worked in a factory where a sugar factory, and in Norfolk, and one of the blokes there made them for him. I think that's where they came from, but that's what they look like really in a way. And I love those keys, and I when I think about lockpicks, that's what I think about. So I've got to say again, because I have said this before, that's my favourite lockpick. They're what I think of as lockpicks, and actually I've only recently started using them on these sort of locks, and you know these old padlocks, lever locks, and I'm really 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 enjoying them. Actually, they're great. So I'm not disappointed. So there we go. These are my favourite picks, and that's why. Well done for getting your 100 subscribers kicks picks. Fabulous giveaway that you've got going on there, and good luck to everybody who's entered. See you around, folks.